Hi, I'm Dr. Natalie Marks, and thanks for joining us on another Fountain Report conversation. Joining me today is Dr. Amanda Donnelly, author of the book Leading and Managing Veterinary Teams. Dr. Donnelly, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You are going to be sharing with us some wisdom in the next few minutes that is so timely to what's happening in the veterinary industry today. And as a speaker and an author and a consultant, I know that you're very focused on client retention and loyalty and really that bond that drives those clients to come to practices. So I want to start just with a foundation. What are some of the things that you've seen over the years that have been successful practice initiatives that really drive client loyalty?
Right. Well, it really all starts with the first interaction. That can be as simple as looking up from the front desk, smiling at that person, and immediately expressing a desire to help them. And I do recommend that practices have standards that are repeatable points of contact that will be an action step that's always taken. So that is one, how we greet clients, that it's very welcoming so that the client doesn't feel like they're just a number in your day. Complimenting the pet, that could be the beauty of the pet or how the pet's acting. Even just complimenting the owner and making some comment about, gosh, I love your new glasses, so that people feel very welcome. I also recommend asking strategically open-ended questions that invite the pet owner to share some information. It might be asking a question such as, gosh, how do you spend time with Jake? What fun activities do you do? Sometimes that can lead to just a real simple couple of comments about how they spend time with their pet. One of the often overlooked excellent skills is to thank clients for the trust that they place in the team. And why that skill is excellent is you can use it in times of joy and times of sadness. Any team member can use that skill. And it is simple as saying, gosh, we so appreciate the trust that you place in us. We're so grateful that we get to be the team that takes care of Molly. So that's a great skill to use. It really is looking to make the connection with the person on a personal level, and that we care about you and your pet and the special bond that you share. I am a pet owner just like everybody else, and I no longer practice, so I take my dog Gidget to a clinical veterinarian, and I want them to care about Gidget, but I also want them to care about me and the special bond that we share. So that's what's going to get my attention. The goal with incremental steps that every team member can take is that if everybody is using these skills, then you create a situation where the client experience is so exemplary that the pet owner wouldn't dream of going anywhere else. But it is about training team members to use specific skills that will create those connections. And the practices that are really good at that, they do commit to those specific skills, but then also what happens is the team members have a much more enjoyable day when they're going through the day and actually connecting to pet owners.
You mentioned the team members. So is everyone in the practice doing the same communication, or do you recommend that different teams focus on different phrasing or different questions to really kind of make a unified message?
Right. The general concept of everybody using communications to connect with pet owners is the same, whether you're on the phone, at the front desk, or in an exam room. However, there are nuances in that we wouldn't want the same team member to we wouldn't want different team members to ask the same question of why did you name your pet what you did, because that would seem a little bit goofy and wouldn't seem genuine. So in that instance, the phone skills, for example, on the phone would be more closed-ended questions, but the client service representatives would use skills such as reassuring statements and ending the phone call with, we look forward to seeing you and meeting your new pet, Chloe. In the exam rooms, those skills, some of the ones that team members would use, those open-ended questions, might be more about the medicine and the actual pet care. So I think naturally team members, as long as they know that the goal is to connect with a pet owner, I wouldn't recommend that they are all using the same phrasing. It's more about what's appropriate for that situation. How can we make this pet owner feel welcomed? Now, an exception to that, I guess, would be thanking pet owners for the trust. As long as they put the thanking or expressing gratitude in their own words, then it would be certainly acceptable that multiple team members would communicate that we so appreciate that we get to take care of your pet.
So many great tips here. Thank you so much. Dr. Amanda Donnelly, speaker, consultant, and also author of Leading and Managing Veterinary Teams. I'm Dr. Natalie Marks. We hope you'll join us next time for another Fountain Report conversation.